I was doing group last night and we got into the subject of how if we're not ready to change, we're not going to change. And that's the truest statement all the way through. It doesn't matter in recovery if you're court ordered to do something or somebody's making you. If it's not something you want, you'll never change it. And it goes with my previous videos of having to fight for your recovery on your own. I mean, granted, you have the support from other people, but you have to want it more than anybody else. You have to fight for it more than anybody else. And I think a lot of us struggle with that because we want it to be just like everything else, where it comes a little easier. But once we figure out, hey, we destroyed our lives in addiction, we really have to fight hard to rebuild and to make a life for ourselves that we want. I found that rebuilding our life, it's not necessarily rebuilding, because a lot of us never even knew what we liked, what we enjoyed, what our passions were in life until we got further down the road or in recovery and having to relearn ourselves in order to figure out what we like or what we don't, and what we enjoy and what we don't. Even for me, 3 years in recovery, I still have a hard time finding things I enjoy to do because I'm still learning what I enjoy. And it takes time, it takes a lot of effort, and it takes getting out and pursuing something better, whether it's being social when you're not social, or just finding something that you might enjoy, trying new hobbies, trying new activities, trying new things, which a lot of us in recovery are scared to do because I don't know if we're worried that we're going to be judged or what we feel like we're going to be. For me, I think a lot of it was being judged. I didn't want to be judged by others because I was an addict. I didn't, in my eyes, deserve to stand in the same room with most people, when in fact a lot of those people were the most understanding people I've ever been around. I can be around other addicts and be judged more by them than some of the people that I meet in society. Granted, that doesn't always happen. It just depends on who we're around and if they even want to grasp the idea of how hard addiction can be for some people. It's definitely difficult to do, but I think for our recoveries and our want to change, we have to want it more than anything else. Nothing else in life is going to work until we put our recovery first and make sure we're okay to even live life. Because if we're not, and we're just depending on substances or alcohol or whatever to numb things, to feel better, to self-medicate, whatever the reason, if we're using those instead of living our life and not facing things every day like we should, we're not going to find joy in life. We're not going to find purpose in life. We're going to miss it all. So our recovery has to become number one. Nobody can make us do it. Nobody can make anybody do it. They got to want it. They got to go after it like their life depends on it, because frankly it does. It's scary to have to say, I want help, I need help, I need to change my life, because we have to start completely over, completely new, completely fresh. And that's scary because you're having to leave everything you know behind. You're having to leave the one thing that has made you feel a little bit better behind. But that temporary fix is nothing like the permanent fix that you're going to find in recovery. I can vouch for that. I live on that every day. I used to self-medicate daily, multiple times a day, with many different substances, and I've never found peace like I have today in recovery. I've never found joy like I do in recovery. Recovery has brought a whole new life, and it's brought a whole new meaning to life that is so precious to me. I was able to find compassion where I did not have compassion before. I have found care for others that I did not have before. And I'm blessed to be able to be here and share my story, share what recovery can be for people. I'm blessed to be able to be a part of my community and ultimately be in my son's life, but actually have my own life to live. And it's been a journey, and it's been hard, it's been stressful, but it's been so worth it. And I hope more people choose to find recovery than not. I hope more people choose to find a better life, because it's out there for you. Just gotta make some changes. And if you ever need somebody to talk to, if you ever need somebody to just be here, I'm right here. Reach out to me anytime. Subscribe to my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, whatever you want to do. Reach out, email me, however you need to get a hold of me, and start making those steps to find that recovery and fight for that recovery for yourself. And in doing so, it's going to benefit every single person around you. Hope everybody has a good day. Bye.